Rejected Content Podcast.
Welcome back to episode 4 of the Rejected Content Podcast.
That's right.
Once again, it is just Owen and I, but I think you will find that today's episode will satisfy your crave for impressive content.
That's right.
Up on today's doc,
We got a lot of things, but I mean, I don't know. We gotta let this music ride out before we get into the general news.
it's chilling me out. I feel good, you know?
I know.
I feel calm. I believe the first thing we're going to cover is a quick rundown of recent events in the news.
That's right. Okay, let's just cut it off, or else we're never getting anywhere.
Yeah, okay.
The Waffle House Battle Royale,
Okay.
which I think we should just kick this off with that.
Okay. Go
Switching
ahead.
gears 100%, but let's go. Okay. This video is insane. I have no idea what the context is. I have no idea how it started, how it happened, but it's just watch it.
Let's just okay. Before we watch this video, I've never seen this video. This is a completely blank reaction from me. However, based on the title, I will inform you that Waffle House has quite a reputation
for fights.
For fights. So if this is remarkable, it must be pretty insane.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's.
You're extremely accurate. in
Okay,
that,
let's.
Okay. Pause it.
I love Waffle House.
I know. The one time, dude, my dad and I were in Tennessee, and we needed somewhere to eat, and the closest place was a Waffle House. So we're like, fuck it, let's just go to a Waffle House. And you know how the construction is like, it's got a wraparound glass window in the front. And you can see all the people sitting at the bar or the bar counter, whatever. We looked in there, and we're like, it looks scary. Like, some of the Tennessee people in there, like, they looked scary. Like, there's some real, like, hillbilly.
It's Waffle House clientele, man.
Yeah.
Jacob and I went to, one time we were at Cedar Point, and on the way back in Ohio to Michigan, on the way back to Michigan from Ohio, there is a Waffle House, and we stopped there, and we had a great meal with a great experience, and the waitress was actually from here.
Oh.
And she was... Let's roll the clip.
Okay. What? This is the weirdest fight ever. First of all,
They're like first of all, they're like 50 feet apart.
Yeah, everything happens so fast.
Bro, I just want my waffle, guys. What they doing, bro?
So like, okay, so
What?
they're just yelling at each other so far.
Yeah, they're just. Okay, here's when it starts to escalate. I'll push it back 5 seconds. Just watch.
Okay, she's on top of
I watched this so many times. I can't figure out what caused this.
Well, I feel like you can't find out what caused it because they already started rolling after the fight started.
True, but usually in these type of videos, you can pull from context clues.
Well, let's keep. I mean, we're 23 seconds in and we've paused 8 times. So. Whoa!
it was like the salt shaker blew up. I like the powder effect.
It's like a grenade.
I know.
Whoa!
Flips over the counter, bro.
Whoa!
That lady's going insane. I don't. There's so many people involved in this, bruh.
But no one.
This is my favorite fighting method ever.
No one seems like
Like,
they're fully
why?
committed to fighting.
No, it's like except the one lady with the long blonde hair, but the one lady that's standing on the side.
Keep going.
What
I want to see more.
Okay.
Whoa! I love that this is in crisp 4K resolution.
Yeah.
Fight recording has come a long way. They're filming outside.
I know, dude. This is where the Waffle House architecture lended perfectly.
I know.
It's like the MythBusters blast shield.
That's right.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa! Look at the hair pulling that's going on.
What caused this? This is like that. Apparently, this is like evergreen because if you remember, a few years ago there was that Vine that was like, "Could I please get a waffle? Could I please get a waffle?"
Well, that was something I was gonna make. This clip is a year old.
This
It
clip is-
only just surfaced, and the guy who it originated from, he posted like it's from like January 2022 or something.
Okay, that's like, but yeah, apparently this is just a thing.
Yeah.
And I love how Waffle House like.
What is it about Waffle House that makes this happen?
Right, because if this occurred at like a Red Robin, they would have to issue a statement. If this
Robin, no, there's no way in hell Red Robin would issue a statement about a fight happening.
Well, but it's like something would happen, like, right?
I mean, at a Red Robin, bruh.
Okay, I guess it's a stupid point.
I've only ever been to a Red Robin once, and I didn't eat there.
Red Robin's pretty good. I don't know what you're missing. You know what you're missing, bro.
I don't know.
It's a good burger, man.
I never had. Maybe we'll do a rejected content video of taking me to Red Robin.
My point is null and void. Don't worry about it. Just press play.
We're talking about Waffle House, not Red Robin.
But y'all ain't gotta deal with it like that.
I love how people stay to record it because it's just so funny.
Yeah, but like, this is the only angle I've ever seen. But there's like, obviously like 72 angles going on at the same time.
The rest went up on people's Snapchat stories.
It's a multicam shot.
Yeah. More cameras than us.
Yo, y'all better than that, man. Come on, man. We're supposed to be supporting each other, man. Come on,
We're supposed to be supporting each other.
Yo, they still going.
Whoa! Oh my God! Yeah! She threw that chair with impressive velocity.
She caught it and threw it down.
Damn!
I know. But the whole thing is insane.
Whoa! She's committed to the fight.
Yeah. Both parties.
I can just imagine an aluminum chair.
Catches it and throws it down. And
it's fast.
Now, when I first watched this, I was wondering if it was like a ricochet off her forearm,
but
and she like batted it down.
Did you frame by frame it?
I frame by framed it. She catches it and actually throws it down. Like we can let's roll it back. Let's watch it again.
Set that shit to 0.25 speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The chair is currently airborne. All right. Now let's lower this down to 0.25.
Okay, 0.25. Let it play out. That was the first chair.
There's two chairs that are rapid fire.
That was like a rapid reload. Like, how does that happen?
Wait, is it the same person?
Watch.
Okay.
Ready? Watch the catch. She holds it for a second and then throws it down, bro. What does it happen?
Wow. Put that shit back to normal speed. I can't handle it.
All right.
But that's like... That's
impressive. That's like adrenaline fueled skill.
Yeah. Maybe years of Waffle House training. Maybe that's in the employee handbook.
Maybe it is. Maybe that's like you have trainee on your thing until you're like
until you get
your
16
black belt.
chairs. Yeah.
Yeah. You have trainee until you get a black belt.
And then you could deflect any chair.
Yeah. Like you know how to use the espresso machine without help when you have that trainee.
Right.
But you just don't have a black belt yet.
Right.
Oh my God, bro.
She's reloaded and ready to go again.
Oh, I just remembered. I don't know if I should bring this up because I don't have the TikTok, but there was the TikTok that I was watching a while ago. It was like, it was a sketch, and it was like someone applying for Waffle House, and they're like, so what's your fighting style?
Oh my God.
and they're like, what do you mean? Like, kung fu, jujitsu, like what, are you classically trained?
Well, because I wasn't really aware of it before this, but once I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, Waffle House fights are a really common thing.
It's a genre.
Yeah. It's like it's a what is it? You got the MMA, not the MMA, the UFC, boxing, like it's
WWE.
It's like a different league.
Right. And there's Waffle House.
Hey, WWE is real.
You wildin'. Yo, chill. You about to go to jail.
I feel like...
Y'all about to go to jail.
Okay, so pause this for a second again. I know it must be painful to watch if us pausing so many times, but what I'm saying...
Well, that was pretty much it. After that, the guy just starts talking.
But like, I was about to analyze the aluminum chair.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, I don't know which restaurant I've been to that has a chair like that, but I have been to a restaurant that has...
No. Hunter House.
Hunter House. Those chairs, if you pick them up, they're very light. Like, they're one-handable.
Yeah.
So why would...
Or, I've got an aluminum chair at the shop, and it's, like, heavy.
No, but those are not. I've held that specific model of chair. It's hollow, and it's like I picked it up, and it was strangely light. So why would Waffle House provide their customers
with
a
the
perfect
projectile
to launch?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't think about it when they were first designing the interior design of their restaurant. They didn't know it was going to be like a Thunderdome.
Wait, wow, that's a great one.
Yeah, that's just
I love
that gets the momentum going for us to start off.
Yeah, that's great.
And then do we want to do Andrew Tate? Do you want to get him out of the way and then we get into Cam Casey?
I do.
Oh, I didn't even allude to Cam Casey at the beginning. If you're one of our 4 fans, you'll know about Cam Casey. You'll know about Cam Casey. So, do you want to do Cam Casey first? I think we need to do Andrew Tate.
No, we need to get rid of
stupid
Top G.
ass out of the way.
Get rid of Top G. We got to put him at the top of the dock.
Bubble water.
We got to get him at the top of the dock so that we can never talk about it.
This idiot has his own separate dock because it's such bullshit.
Okay.
How
much of it are you going to cover, though?
I already have what I'm going to paraphrase in my brain.
All right.
And then feel free to...
Because I feel like he's so entertaining. Like, he's a great anomaly. But he's, he's tired. Or we're tired of hearing about him.
That's one of the main points I was going to make was, like, I have mental illness where I have to be listening to something 24/7. And
it's been, like, him on repeat for months and months and months.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, like, he's so interesting to hear about, and I love to prey on his downfall.
Yeah.
But giving him this attention is how he rose to prominence in the first place, by just saying...
Well, he rose to prominence from... is Hustlers University,
but like in
all the little tater tots posting over and over again.
But he has like a cult following, but like he grew to mainstream awareness based off of the insane shit that he would say.
But my point was,
But
my point was like I'll like click a random Hassan video or I'll click like a random Ethan video or something like in the morning when I'm getting ready just to listen to.
Right.
So and I'll just be like, it was like frustrating. I'm like, I'm so sick of this idiot. I don't want to hear him anymore. Like, it's to the point where it's like, it's not funny and entertaining anymore. It's like, just fuck you. Just go away.
Right, but this...
Especially because he's such an ass. But this, I rejoiced.
Yes.
It's not nice to say about someone, but when this guy's so much of a scumbag, and I'm 90% sure the allegations are true, everything, it has to be. I mean, he literally says it. He goes out and says it. And
he brags
I don't have all the hard
life.
evidence here. Well, I might. I didn't label these links. I can go through them. Come on. I touched this doc 9 days ago at like midnight and then never again.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, so he posted on his website. I mean, you can find out all this. Cat did a really good video breaking down why Andrew Tate's such an asshole. Like, it's an 1.5-hour video. Everyone under the sun that does commentary has talked about this idiot, but I just want to cover his arrest and like the funny moments and pictures and stuff.
Yeah. So if he just spoiled it for you and you haven't heard,
Andrew Tate has been arrested.
That's right.
I have a photo here. I arrested JPEG. Here, let me open it and preview. I'm an idiot.
Don't call yourself that.
Look at the way this works. It's so silly.
Whatever. Anyways. Oh, okay. So wait. Okay, and what country is he being arrested in?
Romania.
Romania, where he resides.
He's been arrested by the part of the Romanian like police force that is domestic it's anti-terrorism.
Okay.
It's anti like domestic terrorism.
Like a counter-terrorist type.
Yeah,
thing?
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it's something like that. It's some like specific division.
It's not just like the police. It's like the SWAT or
because
like
he's been arrested before and he's like, oh, they just swatted me.
Right.
Yeah, with his
but
stupid
this is like not
English accent.
Like this is clearly like an investigation type thing. Like this is not.
Yeah, no. They've been like everyone. Okay, that was another really funny thing at the beginning of this was he randomly started beefing with Greta Thunberg unprovoked. He made an unprovoked tweet about his Bugatti and how much
he's like,
fuel.
My Bugatti has a 6-liter V12,
16-liter W18 quad turbo,
and it gets approximately 2 miles per gallon. Now, what about my other cars, including 2 Ferraris, which are exactly the same?
V8 twin turbo. He was like, Greta, I can send you a list of my carbon emissions per year, something like that.
That's the beginning of this beef.
And I just looked down at this again. What the fuck is that?
Who is that? Wait,
That's his brother Tate.
Oh.
Or his brother Tristan.
Tristan Tate?
Bro, what is this? What is that? What is that?
That is the perfect male hairline. What are you talking about?
That is the male beauty standard.
Yeah.
He looks like he was good looking, and then he looks like he was a good looking like doll, and then the little girl that was playing with him set him down in front of a fireplace,
And he melted
and he just sat there and melted a little bit.
Got it. Anyways, so this picture is when he was arrested.
This is when they're arrested, and the really funny thing is they're arrested by female cops. They're arrested by female cops. They seized all their weapons. They seized all their cars. And I don't know if this tweet was serious or not, but I think it was pretty credible. Don't trust us as a source of legitimate information on the minute details.
Yeah.
But they were like, they're seizing his car collection, and they're using the funds from selling the cars to pay for like the damages and the cost of the investigation and stuff. And the fact, also another really important fact, is they're holding them for 30 days.
Okay.
Which means that they have substantial evidence against them. And
right, and they have reason to believe that he'll flee.
Because the first time they get arrested, it was just by the normal police, and they got let go.
Right.
Yeah. So there is substantial evidence. And actually, in 3 days, Vice is releasing a documentary with with victims.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Did we mention that he's getting they're done in for sexual like assault and sex trafficking, human trafficking?
We did not mention that.
Yeah, and he admitted to it on his website. But we're just gonna go through the goofs and gaffes.
Right. Well, we're not actually focusing.
We're just preying on this man's downfall.
Right. We're not focusing on, the sad sexual assault allegations, sexual human trafficking allegations.
Well, I mean, it's not really our wheelhouse.
I don't care. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, look at these tweets by the whole Adin Ross thing. So, I was sitting at work the other day, and I was scrolling through YouTube, and I get a Nelk podcast recommended to me. And it's Adin Ross bald on there with the Nelk Idiots and Bradley Martin.
Okay.
And Bradley Martin's recently been kind of persuaded to the opposite side by Hassan and Ethan.
Right.
And he's still kind of in the tater tot zone, but he also because I watched a little bit of that podcast, and Adin Ross is stupid and can't see that Andrew Tate is manipulating him for his young male fan base.
Right.
And because if you think about it, it doesn't make sense. Why would Andrew Tate take him under his wing and try to change him? It doesn't make any sense. And also, so now Adin Ross is on this thing. He's going to be like, I'm changing myself. He's like, I stopped smoking weed. He's like, I'm working out. I've only been working out for 1 day, but I'm working out. I went bald. It's stupid. And
I saw this one clip where he was like, Adin Ross was talking to Andrew Tate, and he's like, the one thing you don't have is hair.
Mm-hmm. I think I sent that to you.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then you could see Andrew Tate got really insecure about it.
Yeah.
Because this is a very ADHD Andrew Tate conversation, but
sorry,
because I have so many things to say about Andrew Tate.
Okay.
But yeah, this is Aiden tweeting. He goes, after Andrew Tate got arrested, nah, I ain't gonna lie though. Joe Biden, please go ahead and pardon Andrew Tate. Donald Trump would have been on it already. Yawny face emoji. Unfortunately, Trump clears you, Sleepy Joe. First of all, Joe Biden and Donald Trump, neither of them have jurisdiction in Romania.
Right. That's not. I did not even think about that. I'm just thinking about how stupid he is.
And also a bunch of little tater tot idiot kids were adding Joe Biden, being like, free Andrew Tate, pardon him.
And then
how are you gonna pardon someone who hasn't been charged yet?
And how are you gonna pardon someone who isn't in your
the country? Yeah.
And then the copious tweet ever.
Yeah.
Andrew got arrested.
There's no way, man. And while we're on the topic of Adin Ross, I'm gonna go to YouTube real quick. I really hope this idiot didn't take this down. Andrew Tate got out of jail.
As you can see, since the last podcast, I still have not recovered from my mystery illness. It is the cold. It's definitely not COVID. I tested negative. But I have my nice cough, so I apologize for you.
Here it is. I think this is it.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so he made a minute 50 video saying Andrew Tate got arrested. Would you like to watch that? Or do you want to watch the better one, which is Andrew Tate supposedly released from jail 8 days ago? This is because all the tater tots were posting the old clips of when he got out of jail, and they were going back through their house after it had been raided, and this is now. But using a completely different outfit, and you could tell it was from months ago.
Right.
But this idiot, stupid person who's being manipulated by Andrew Tate for their fan base, and Andrew Tate has openly said that as well, posted this shit. posted straight up cringe.
Squarespace ad. Squarespace ad.
Not sponsored by Squarespace. We don't have YouTube Premium yet.
6 o'clock in the morning, Miami time. And we got some amazing news, everyone.
What an idiot.
Tweet right here. I'm going to put it on the screen somehow, somewhere.
Bro, what are you doing out here?
The Matrix sent that.
He knows other people can send tweets from an account, right?
What do you mean?
Like, Adin Ross knows that some other person can tweet from Tate Adin's account.
But beyond that, why is this edited in iMovie and why is it sliding
Because it's Adin Ross. He can't even. It's Adin Ross. He can't even understand that a C can make a sh sound.
I don't even. Oh yeah.
He said fascist.
I know.
Andrew was in a Game 7 NBA Finals tied game. Actually, he was down like 20 points going into the fourth quarter.
Oh my God, you serious,
He
bro?
dropped 30
Really,
points in
bro?
the fourth quarter.
I'm gonna put it in a form my audience can understand.
I want to let everyone know right now. We're all going into 2023 together. I'm going bald. You will not see any hair. January 1st, 2023.
I ain't bald. You will not see any hair, bro.
And I'm gonna show everyone that this is real. Mind control, self-discipline, meditation,
Really?
gym, work ethic, working.
Work at.
I'm sorry to make fun of someone's speech impediment. It's not right, but he's.
Does he have a speech impediment though?
I don't know. I think he's just stupid. But I don't know. This could be bad to say, but I want to rewatch that.
Show everyone.
People think it's a shtick. It's not a shtick. It's not.
I believe it could be a shtick.
His stupidity.
Yes.
No, he's actually okay. He might play up the stupidity a little bit,
Right,
but he's
no,
actually stupid on top of that.
Of course he's actually stupid. What do you mean? He's living his life. Of course he's stupid.
Yeah.
Look at his life. But
he's hanging out with Andrew Tate, and he can't see that Andrew Tate's manipulating him. It's ridiculous.
okay, but Andrew Tate's manipulating him, but he's getting kickback from it.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, and honestly, if he was inspired to make his life better by Andrew Tate, then so be it.
Sure.
And that's another point with Andrew Tate. She was like rapid firing, covering all the bullshit.
Right.
Every con man roots their scam in an element of truth.
Right.
That's why some people are like, Andrew Tate's a genius, bro. Like, he actually says some good shit, man.
Right, but then he also says shit like, women should not be able to drive. Have you ever seen
Women are barely sentient. Women are barely sentient. They're made to raise kids. Like you fucking asshole piece of shit.
I'm not even.
Why are you putting that out in the world?
Because he's morally bankrupt. Like you think that fucking Adin Ross gives a shit about his fan base?
Yeah.
Like he wants to make money. This makes him money and gains him attention and notoriety.
Yeah.
Why would he turn down Top G?
I have no idea.
Top G is the biggest man in the world. He's like.
That's right.
He's got the 15-minute spotlight on him.
Yeah.
If this dude can piggyback off of it and take his rise.
Yeah, and I also think he just is a tater tot. So he like has that bow down vibe.
He loves it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do it. Like he wouldn't hang out with Andrew Tate if he wasn't
Andrew
enamored
Tate is
with
on
him.
video going, Adin is a pile of pudgy goo I'm manipulating into a man. He calls him Pudgy G. Like, this whole situation is fucking dumb, okay? This guy is a criminal. He has ties to the Romanian mob. He's been on video saying he moved to Romania because the rape laws are leaner. He's been on video saying that he's laundering money through casinos. He's been on video, and all of this is because he's so
been
insecure.
on the record saying that his job was to convince women to sleep with him and force them into webcam slavery.
Yeah, in writing.
Right.
In writing. And he said it multiple times. And you know what? Everyone predicted this, and I thought the same exact thing. His downfall would be his insecurity. His downfall would be his constant need for outside like approval.
Right,
And-
validation.
or what he validation, what he thinks he's getting.
Right.
Yeah. I saw a video of him because we're all into cars the other day of him being like, yeah, so the way you go into a corner is you scrub all your speed off really fast. I can't even do his accent because I want to do an English accent, but his like a faux English accent.
He says water or also water.
Yeah, the thing that pisses me off,
Water.
he'll properly pronounce a T like water,
Right.
and then he'll go water in the next sentence. Or in the same sentence, he'll be like, yeah, I was drinking a cup of water, and then I had a biscuit.
Okay, so here's the thing. You are a genuine British person. Your father is British.
Yeah. It's one or the other. It's one or the
No,
other.
but beyond that, does any British person in the world say water?
Water, yeah. Bottle of water.
But it's not like
it's not like he does it
water.
because he's trying to be cool and he's trying
right,
to.
He's like,
I hate Andrew Tate. I hate him.
He's accentuating.
So much.
No, but look, he says like he's going like water, water. But like the real way you say is like water, water.
Bottle of water. But yeah, no. Fucking that
no
is
one's
one
gonna
of the
be
most
able
annoying.
to tell the difference between those two things.
No, the misogyny is one thing, but the English accent is another.
Fuck Andrew Tate.
Fuck Andrew Tate. Oh, I thought we were gonna start chanting it. One chant.
I was going to, but I was gonna start clapping or clapping.
What was gonna start?
I was gonna start coughing.
Okay, let's finish this
uncontrollably.
Let's finish
Quickly,
this video.
quickly.
We'll go through the links I selected.
Quickly.
See what they are.
Quickly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's real.
Do we need to listen to this goober?
Yeah,
like,
we do
fuck-
because this is hours after Andrew Tate got arrested,
Oh, okay.
and he was still in jail, and he's like doing this video, being like, he got out, 4th inning of the basketball game, he's out.
4th inning of the basketball game. You hear that, guys?
Sports
Show
ball.
everyone.
Pro sports
This is
knowledge
real.
from Owen Peters.
Mind control. There, January 1st, 2023.
Is that true, by the way?
He's bald now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna show everyone that this is real. Mind control, self-discipline, meditation.
Wait, is he
gym,
like framing
work,
mind control as a good thing?
I think he means self-control and like willpower.
Okay, but he doesn't have like the mentality to speak that into existence.
Mind control.
working hard. All that
What is he
The
doing
way
with
he
his lip?
moves his lip.
He was like,
Mind control. Come on.
years. All I'm applying it. Discipline. All applying. Welcome home. I'm so happy you're free. I love you. Cheers, G.
okay,
I'm so happy
I
you're
wanted to
home.
pull sound bites from this.
G.
I love you. I love you, G.
Please come home soon.
Well, because last episode we talked about the whole top G, bottom G thing.
Yeah, okay, you're gonna pull up the
I gotta
photo.
pull it up. What is going on?
We're
in
not
this
covering
photo?
the photo again. Next.
Look at him, bro.
Come on.
I know it's kind of his shtick, but it's not. I refuse to believe it's shtick.
Like,
Look, these are lovers.
Okay, come on.
Okay, we gotta. Okay,
We gotta get
we'll go
off
through the
this.
links,
We gotta get off this. We gotta go.
and
to the
then
links.
we'll. Let's see what this first one is.
Andrew
Oh.
Tate and his brother Tristan have been reported. I love
The Romanian news.
love the
lower
Romanian
thirds.
news lower thirds and chyrons.
Yeah. Okay. So this is just the.
Wait. Let's do some intelligence. Pull up. Wait, go on that video. What is the acronym on their vest, and what does it mean?
Oh, dicot. Here. Andrew Tate.
Because that will
Arrested.
allow us to find out if you were right about,
Right.
the agency. Okay.
This is the Guardian. Okay.
Yeah, the Guardian's reputable.
Let's see.
I enjoy covering this so much, but
Here
I
we go.
just feel like it's,
Okay, Romania's Directorate for Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism. I was right.
organized crime and terrorism.
I was
Okay.
right. Okay, cool.
I feel like he probably fits closer to the organized crime thing, but
Yeah, I mean, all right. Yeah, he is a terrorist of the internet.
he's a terrorist to young men everywhere.
We are all domestic terrorists.
That's an obscure reference. Okay.
Oh yeah, this is the pizza box thing, which didn't end up actually being true because there was a rumor floating around that the pizza box, like he made a video clapping back at Greta Thunberg. Also, he did all that weird shit with Greta Thunberg, like almost like a borderline like rape threat.
What?
Yeah, he was like, someone said like, you're talking about Greta Thunberg's genitals because he said she had a small penis or
Oh,
something.
yeah, right.
And then he's like, she's not ready for me, or like, or someone said like, I don't even know. Someone said some weird misogynist, some weird sexually assaulty bullshit.
As you can see, we are very prepared to cover serious and weighty topics.
That's right. And Ethan Klein tweeted, and that's why I call him Andrew the Human Trafficker. He sent me a cease and desist threatening to sue me for defamation for saying he's a human trafficker. What else am I supposed to call someone that buys and sells human beings against their will? Andrew Tate, the Human Trafficker.
Right. Because I remember, we're big H3 fans. We've been following this the whole time. That was something he called him straight from the go.
Yeah. I'm just going through Twitter now. But yeah.
So that's our coverage of Andrew Tate, the human trafficker.
That's right. I think I have a couple more pictures that are funny.
Okay.
Let's see.
Just to wrap it up. So
yeah.
So that we never talk about him ever again, right?
No, we're gonna have to keep him updated.
I know.
We'll come back with a more comprehensive update
We
next time.
gotta keep him updated because they definitely tune into us.
Oh! No! I did want to show another one. Where is it? Where is it? I'll put it up on the screen. I put it in here, but no, it's him sitting in the jail cell or in the back of the transport.
Yeah. I don't think you ever sent that over.
I thought I did. It's whatever. Oh no. Wait. What the fuck? Never mind. All right. Moving on to our wonderful, beloved Cam
Casey!
Cam Casey!
If you remember, guys, Cam Casey was the man who is a documentarian of car crashes and car accident disaster situations.
This is death.
That's all Cam Casey. So I got a bunch of beautiful sound bites from him from a video he released talking about a car crash.
So behind the scenes before we jump into this, it has been a while, like chronologically, it's been a few weeks, maybe a month since we last covered Cam Casey.
Yeah.
And almost every day I received a text message from Owen with some he's like he's done it again.
He's done it again.
But recently,
it's unbelievable.
He's stopped texting me, and I come to find out that it's because it's just too much.
It's like it's just like it's not funny and exciting anymore. It's just like, oh, it's just a disappointment.
It's just once again Cam Casey is doing a Cam Casey.
That's right. So this was a long time ago I found this video. This is like 4 podcast docs ago I found this video.
And we've never actually watched it.
So I found this video, and that's what the sound bites are from. All our brilliant new Cam Casey sound bites, which we can run through after we watch the video. And there's more, too. I have like 13 documents of his posted car crashes to get to.
Are we really going to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do we really want to?
I controlled myself, Corey. I stopped at a certain point because I'm like, it's too much. I can confidently say, since we filmed...
What if you could have your own personal fitness?
Fuck you. I can confidently say, since our last time we talked about Cam Casey, he's posted 25 car crashes.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
And health coach for just $30.
Really?
Let me introduce
We
you
really
to
need
the
YouTube
We
Premium.
need YouTube Premium so bad.
Yo, so like, I got in a car crash yesterday.
Oh, I can't believe this. When is this from? 2 years ago. He's been on this train for a long time.
The way he speaks makes me a little bit angry.
Oh, it makes me angry too. I constantly stalk him on every social media platform.
Car crash.
Where is it? Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Where's my favorite one?
I got in a car crash yesterday.
Wait, is that what?
That's where I pulled that.
Yesterday.
Okay.
Back to the video.
Now don't worry, everyone is fine and everyone is okay. And
I sound like that.
Everyone
is fine. Everyone is okay.
I don't.
everything did turn out fine, I believe.
Okay. Back to the
soundboard.
And everything did turn out fine, I believe.
See, we have to establish the lore of our sound bites.
Yeah, every
No
time.
one was actually hurt.
And he's like a recurring character at this point as well. So.
Yes.
So that is a good thing. I just want to say that from the beginning. But basically, I wanted to explain the story to you guys of how I got in a car crash. And this is my second car crash I've been in Los Angeles. I've only technically lived in Los Angeles for like 6 months.
Okay, this is all we need to watch this video. I just wanted to establish that's where our sound bites are from, show that he's a person that exists, and now we'll get into the real meat of it.
Okay.
All right.
Owen is like a mad person explaining his his beautiful mind board with those pictures and the strings.
Yeah, it's like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The guy.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, here's just a photo of him driving.
POV, you're my steering wheel when I'm driving.
Okay, whatever. And I've got actually cringier pics of him on here. But I stopped compiling them. I stopped putting them on my computer because I'm like, this is too much. But I still document it because I know I have to.
Owen will throw up here a picture or a screen recording of his, you can see his file system.
Yeah. Yes.
All of it.
Okay. This is. I
I
titled this Icy Idiot. Like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is just cringe. Even if it's trying to be funny.
Okay, so what?
Okay, so the first one I documented after we talked about him last.
Okay.
Was one he was, and it's important to note this. This is one he was actually there and took the photo.
Okay. What's it say? Bruh.
It says bruh.
So let's identify. What is that car?
It's
is
a
that
McLaren 720S, I think.
Okay. They all look the same to me, all the McLarens.
Yeah. So, yeah. This was actually Daily Driven Exotics. If you're a car person on YouTube, you definitely know who this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is his car that got hit during like they were doing a cruise or something with a bunch of other cars.
Whoa.
Yeah. He managed to get a video of it.
Happening?
That's from Cam Casey's car. And Daily Driven Exotics used Cam Casey's video in his video to explain the crash.
Wait. Cam Casey witnessed one now?
He witnessed it as it happened.
He's
Which proves our theory that he's causing them. He's the guy that says, I always see all these car crashes, but my car never gets hit. It's because you're causing them.
I don't understand because it makes sense if he is it's devious, but it makes sense if he's using ways to locate accidents so he can film them and post them on
which was our
Snapchat.
prior theory.
But now we have documented evidence of him witnessing accidents as they occur.
As they occur. We can run it back. And of course, you got a classic Cam Casey cringe caption. Here's the video of the crash. Heartbreak laughing.
You could hear his Waze right in the background. Right then, he's actually inputting into Waze that an accident just occurred. Oh.
This is death. Car crash.
I wish we had SETI here so that when I pull up the car crash, I can go, car crash. I got in a car crash yesterday.
Unfortunately, our producer is out for the day.
So I got to multitask with the sound bites.
That's right. And I get to sit here.
Category.
This category is the death category.
These are all Cam Casey.
So I get to sit here and be amazing and awesome, and Owen gets to do everything.
Well,
For
we
now.
should have set you up with this Cam Casey soundboard.
Don't worry about
We're
it.
stupid. We didn't think of that.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So
Second crash. He's on vacation.
Ouch.
And it's...
All I can think of, Owen might get this. No one else. Well, Owen will get this. No one else will.
the Howie Mandel.
Ow.
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 What are we going to do about it?
Ow.
What are we going to do about it?
Okay.
He posted this one. Ow.
What is that? I can't see it from this
I don't
distance.
know. It's a Lexus and a Mazda, maybe?
A
Oh, it's a Toyota.
a Mazda.
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 Mazda. Zebra. Zed.
Zebra. Z. Mazda.
Mazda.
Okay.
Pasta.
Pasta.
Pasta. Whatever. Fuck this. We're on Cam Casey.
You can't speak British pronunciations in an American accent.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
This is death.
Back to it.
Back to the car crash.
Okay, so he just posted this
is
one.
not good.
This is
Why even caption it? Bro! Why caption it if you're going to say, this is not good?
This is not good.
Ouch. This is so sad.
Okay.
I think
And he
his
took
captions,
so many pictures of this.
I mean,
He must have witnessed this one too, because it's fresh.
yeah.
The bits are still
Yeah,
everywhere.
the bits are still in the road. They
Be
get
careful in the rain.
Okay, the worst part about Cam Casey's car coverage is the
captions.
fucking captions.
Yeah.
They're egregious. They're hideous.
Yeah. If he did a full on like on the run guerrilla style
If he
news
was serious
report
about it.
and he's like, guys, this is what happened. Describe the crash. It'd be much better.
Yeah, but
you're just
it
like,
would still
click,
be
click.
like preying on people's downfalls. But it's just like he surveys, he walks up, he goes around, he goes,
Yeah. Click to get his Snapchat thumbnail.
and then the police are probably like, oh, it's Cam again.
Yep.
Cam Casey.
Yep.
And then they pat him down to make sure that he doesn't have the car crash wand
Right.
that he uses to
And
cause.
he took a video too.
Wow.
Wow, good video, guy.
Great video, Mr. Casey.
And then we got crash number 3, which I don't remember this entirely because I put this together a long time ago.
Right.
But it's an MP4, so it's a video. Let's see. Oh,
Bro,
Yeah, he went to go get a
good
bagel and someone
morning.
crashed into the bagel store.
His
Like, how does he possibly see so many car crashes? And this is not like it's like weeks separated. It's like day after day after day after day. It's insane. He's got like a 3 per week rate at this point.
It's okay, but I have a question for you. Who is Cam Casey if not for the car crash? Because
No, he'd have nothing interesting. I wouldn't.
no, right, but like,
I would
but
not
like,
give a
but that's not even,
goddamn
like
flying fuck.
what is his intent? Is he just a vlogger?
See, this is the thing. He posts some weird stuff on Instagram, but like he's not active enough or interesting enough to be like to have this money that he has. He's got so many supercars, and also there's another thing I was gonna say. Oh yeah, his YouTube channel's been like non-existent for months, but he's always posting like filming today, and he's got like a pair of fake boobs on or something.
But who is he? Because he can't.
He's just a shitty influencer. I don't know how he exists.
I told you he doesn't. I told you.
I don't
he doesn't.
understand him in any way, shape, or
You can't
form.
convince me he's real. I've said it over and over again.
No,
What's
he's
this one?
real.
What's this?
Here's crash number 4, and of course, I see another crash.
Okay, so he's
So
becoming
he
self-aware.
becomes
This one's on a
self-aware.
railroad track.
Yeah, that's another point I wanted to make. He starts to become self-aware.
Halfway through your viewing of him, like he's been doing this for 2 years.
Yeah, and now he becomes self-aware and he starts to realize that it's like a scary thing that he's involved in so many car crashes.
Oh my God! What the heck, man? You can't park there.
Oh, this is another thing. His buddies and him have an inside joke where it's like, you can't park there.
That's
if there's
not
an
his
accident
joke.
on the side
That's
of the
not
road.
his joke. That's an actual funny joke that someone else created.
Oh, okay. I'm just
Yeah.
out of the loop.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It was funny. There was this one. I saw a TikTok of this. I don't think this was the original at all, but I believe this is just a continuation of it. It was like a Karen on the side of the road.
You
And-
can't park
and,
there.
and she was crashed, and she was like freaking out, and so a guy was passing, and he was like, "You can't park there," and she started screaming. at him.
That's actually funny.
That's what it's supposed to be. He's just a diluted loser.
I soundbited that as well. Where is it?
I don't think a car is supposed to be parked like that.
And everything did turn
Oh,
out
fine,
fine.
I
believe.
COVID.
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 No one says it like that.
COVID.
COVID.
It's because he's a mouth breather.
COVID.
Is that like an okay thing to say?
What?
Mouth breather? I don't even know. It sounds like one of
We
those.
apologize to the mouth breathing community.
And then I got another one. We got number
Okay.
5.
Oh my God.
See, this is freaking me out. Why do I see a car crash every day?
All right, when I tell you I see a car crash every single day, that is scary, actually.
He's like finally becoming aware of the simulation around him. He's like,
Yeah.
it's weird.
He's starting to
that
escape the Matrix.
I see a car crash every day. I mean, maybe that's not a normal thing.
Yeah. What an. He's just like.
Is
he's
Cam
missing
Casey
something up
right?
here.
That's what I'm saying. Is Cam Casey an android?
He might be. He
Be-
might be.
because-
He's not human. There's something else about him where he's programmed in a time and place to be at these car crashes.
I believe his sole
Like
purpose
whoever
is
is
to
pulling the
document car
strings
crashes.
to make these car crashes happen,
Him.
he's there to make sure it happens.
Is
Or
he?
is it him?
Is he like a devious person, or is he
Devious
like?
Nick?
That's a. Sorry. Quick context. That is actually a reference to the first PSA that we created in our senior year of high school.
That's right.
Anyways, is he a bad actor, or is he like a victim? Are these car crashes happening around him because he's like a victim?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't wrap my head around it. But here we go. Number 6.
6.
Oh, what? Is this not the right video?
Well, I think there was more length to it. You gotta let it play out.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
What is going on there?
Seeing more crashes.
Oh my gosh,
these.
the whole
What?
highway
What's it
shut
say?
down.
Oh,
my
seeing.
gosh.
Wait. Was
Did
that?
you hear that?
Was
Did
that?
you-
Was that the?
That's
oh?
where I pulled the
Wait,
from.
play it.
I
run
pulled
that
a lot
back.
of sound bites from this clip as well.
Run that back.
All right.
Hey, what is going on there?
I soundbited that.
Oh my gosh, the whole highway shut down.
I soundbited that.
Oh my gosh.
There's the little
He did it twice.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh.
What? There's a little yeah. You can
No.
hear it in this and it's awesome.
What a noise.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh.
what is going on there?
You can't park there.
Oh my gosh, the whole highway shut down.
There.
Oh my
Right there.
gosh.
Oh, did you play? Oh.
Look at the car. It's upside down. Someone actually died. What do you
Ouch.
mean? Why are you
Ouch.
filming? What are you filming this for, bro?
This category is the death category. This is death.
Rejected content
Podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
You're a stupid person.
That's like our intro from the last time. Or is that the intro from the failed episode?
I don't remember. Anyways,
Okay, what were we doing? Oh,
going
yeah.
on to the next topic. Wait, are you out of car crashes?
No, not by any means. 6
Not
plus
by any
repost.
means.
So
Oh.
this was car crash number 4, 3 or 4.
Wait, he says bruh again. That's
Bruh
not true.
again, no.
This
he
is a
reposted
repost.
it.
We saw this video
Yeah.
or this picture before.
He reposted it. This is days later.
He's getting a little low on.
He's getting low on stock, and that's where we brings us into the next chapter.
There's chapters.
Then he reposts them. He begins to repost them.
Okay.
And I believe this is a repost from one of the early ones we covered.
Right.
It is. Yes, it is. This
It
is the
is.
one where the Mustang got stolen.
Yeah.
And then they crashed into the fire hydrant. Yeah.
So wait a second. Wait.
Yeah, he goes, who remembers this crazy night because ... And then nothing followed that. He's starting to repost them and recycle content. And at number 6 is where I stopped documenting them, but I can put the rest together. They're all on my phone for next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But wait. So these reposts have different captions than the original.
Mm-hmm.
So that means he is recording these videos and pictures outside of the Snapchat
Not
app.
necessarily. You can go back. If you
can
already put
remove
a caption,
captions?
you can go back and edit it or remove it.
Oh, okay. I'm not a Snapchat power user, so I'm not sure about it.
Neither am I really. I just know.
I know. Sorry.
Yeah, but
So I guess that's where we're going to
he's
have to put
posted countless others after this. Majority reposts of these 6 we just went through. And also,
again.
guess what else there is?
What?
Fan submissions.
Cam Casey is becoming a car crash influencer.
Yeah.
The first of his kind.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I guess we're going to have to put a bookmark in it and then
Cam Casey Mobile.
Cam Casey.
Cam Casey Mobile.
Well, yeah, I guess we're going to have to
Cam
cover
Casey
it
Mobile.
next time because
So
as
the
much
car
as
was
I don't
relatively
believe...
fine.
What?
So the car was relatively fine,
Was it?
No.
Was it?
None of that. But
Was
anyways.
it? Were the
as-
people okay? Cam, were the people okay?
and everything did turn out fine.
I believe.
Oh, okay, cool. Like, but what happened though?
I got in a car crash yesterday.
Do you think it was fatal? Cam, did you think it was fatal?
This category is the death category. This is death. Oh.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I forgot to tell you he was calling in. Sorry.
Hi, Cam. Anyways,
Hey,
As
what
much
is
as-
going on there?
Can you not end the call? I don't
Guy-
think he knows how to end the call.
Cam, guys, like
COVID.
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 He was going pretty fast,
Cam, get off the fucking call.
Bye, Cam. Jesus.
and everything did turn out fine, I believe.
You're a stupid person. Took
Alright,
the
we're
words
done
right
with
out
him.
of my mouth. Anyways, what I'm saying is like, as much as you cannot convince me that he is a real person, I do think we need to cover him because he's like,
Yeah, no, we need to
he's
follow
a
him.
rising
Yeah.
car crash influencer.
Yeah, and the fact that he's got fan submissions now too. People are sending in car crashes.
he's
to
a
him.
center for car crash content.
Yeah, so even if he doesn't have a new crash, he reposts them daily. And this goes back to my old theory. Like, is he using it for a Snapchat?
The algorithm to get
The
in the front
algorithm
page.
to the clicks, and he's also doing a lot of like raunchy content now too. Like he'll post like a chick or something in a bikini,
Okay.
or like he'll post like his assistant with her her ass face towards the camera with like a scenery in the background. He's doing all he can to get
He
those
has an
Snapchat clicks.
assistant.
Yeah, her name's Emily. I know all about his life. One day we should just like go through, have a screen recording, and just sit through his social media and react to it. Do you want to see what he?
Okay.
Do you want to like see what he's up to
No.
right now?
No.
We have to.
Okay.
Let's see what he's posted, and that's where we'll end it off.
Okay. That's where we'll pause from the Cam Casey
But we're
train.
gonna continue to follow him.
I think it's important because you are really witnessing the rise of something that is
It's
unique.
We caught this early on in its like lifespan. It's It's insane.
He has
The amount of car
200K?
crashes he's posted. Yeah, he's not. See, he doesn't have the following. He doesn't have the activity.
200K
Doesn't
is
have
like a
the
micro
interest. He doesn't have anything to have all these supercars. Like, he has an insane amount of cars. See, this is his assistant I was talking about.
Okay,
This lady.
nice.
Yeah, we love her.
No hate towards her, of course.
Okay, bro, what are you doing, man? Automobile Lamborghini.
Wait, is that a factory Lamborghini option, or is that one of
I
those
don't know.
$8 Amazon door
I don't know.
projectors?
I don't think Lamborghini does cheesy drop-down lights like that.
Yeah, next on the Urus.
Okay. Oh my God! I wanted to talk about this too. I forgot about this. Look how unsafe this shit
Don't
is.
let it go to the next. Oh,
That's the Emily chick, his assistant, towing her in like a Home Depot, like storage container
on the road,
on the road with other vehicles,
like
like sentient vehicles.
this is some like David Dobrik excavator type stuff.
Yeah, like she's falls
gonna
out.
detach from the car and get run over.
Yeah. Look at there's a car following behind. Like, what do you mean, bro? I'm so glad I chose to go stalk his social media because I saw that earlier today and I wanted to talk about it. I don't know. I have nothing to say.
We have the exclusive scoop on Cam Casey.
Hey, you know what category that's in?
This category is the death category.
The death category.
Death category.
When she falls out, he's like,
This is death.
Oh.
all right.
Oh.
We
Wait.
love Cam Casey. We're going to continue. I actually DM'd him.
And what did he say?
And I wanted to DM him to see if he'll come on our show. I didn't get anything back, obviously. But I just had to.
We have 37 subscribers.
Okay. It's worth the shot.
It is. I do not blame you for doing it.
It's worth the shot.
He has 200K
I
followers.
said I'm a big fan. I want to like get him on the show to break down his car crash thing. How awesome would that be if Cam Casey comes on this show?
Really, really awesome.
One day Cam Casey will be sitting here.
No.
Yes.
He lives in California. I'd like a call in from him.
Well, he'll be in our. We will speak to him one day.
He will be in the presence of our studio.
We will converse with him.
I believe he's attainable.
You know what? This just popped in my brain. Like, you know when you like meet an influencer, like when I met AB.
Whoa!
You know when you meet an influencer or like a celebrity or something, you're like super nervous because you like don't want to make an ass of yourself, but then you end
Right.
up making an ass of yourself. It wouldn't be like that with him.
No.
I would be like eager to talk to him, like the
Yes.
weirdos at the junkyard.
Because you don't.
Like you just want to converse with these people.
So some quick background before we transition into our main topic here. AB, who is a
He's an
member
employee
of the
and a cast
no, he's a member of the crew and
On
cast
on the H3 podcast.
podcast, which is our favorite podcast and our favorite piece of content to
Yes.
consume.
Yes.
He grew up in Dearborn, Michigan, which is, if you don't know Michigan, it's you know, like a little bit south of Detroit. So that and so he moved to California, which is where the H3 podcast is based, but every year for the holidays he comes back because, you know, he has to visit his family.
That's right.
And he posted on his Snapchat.
Wait, hang on.
Okay.
I'm going through my pictures to find the picture of me and AB.
And it's more Cam
It's more
Casey.
Cam Casey, which I didn't even show because I had so much more to put together.
Save it for next.
All the unseen ones will show. But look, like, what do you mean, dude? What do you mean?
This is a mess.
This is a mess. Sup, bro? Now we're exploiting random strangers. Okay, dog.
That seems like AAA. or the
Homies
cops.
peeping me. OMG, another accident.
Anyways, so
Yeah.
what am I saying? Okay, he posted. Do you have the Snapchat post or do you have the Instagram story?
No, I do not.
Okay. He posted on his Instagram story a poll in which he asked whether he should go to one of two malls around our area. And
That's right.
after that poll had closed, Owen decided to go to the mall.
To the mall because he posted afterwards the picture of like the center of the mall.
Right.
And then had the location tag.
Right. So
So-
Owen knew.
Yeah.
So he left work.
No, I didn't. I was home.
Oh, you were home.
This is when I was really sick after last episode.
Oh, so you decided to give AB the plague?
Well, I was recovered. And
Right.
it's because this was just before Christmas break, so I had that week off when I was sick, and it was Friday before Christmas.
So you're not going to go.
So I wasn't doing anything. I was just sitting around.
So explain now what happened once you got to the mall.
Yeah, I got to the mall, and first of all, this is such a weird thing because I'm not going there to shop. I'm not going there with friends to find AB. I am alone on a solo mission
To hunt down one man.
to hunt down one man. It's so weird. And because I was like, I have this opportunity. I have to at least try, or else I'm gonna forever be like, I didn't do it.
Right.
I'll forever be like, I could have done that.
Right. And that's how I feel.
Yeah, because you could have come.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we had a group of people, we never.
Wouldn't have found him.
Wouldn't have found him.
It's not how.
But I mean, you can see
luck
there
works.
we found him.
You did find him.
I found him.
Here he is.
And weirdly, I'm wearing the same hat and pants as I did that day. Just completely coincidence.
Hat and pants. Oh yeah. And okay, so Teddy Fresh is the brand of Ela Klein, who is Ethan Klein's wife, and so of course Teddy Fresh is part of the whole podcast thing. He actually authenticated. Well, Lena, who is his wife, authenticated his hat.
Yeah.
Because AB is like, oh, I never
seen that one before, and Lena's like, no, I've seen it. And his brother took the photo of us.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
That's a whole new angle. I didn't know that.
His brother, because I was going to take a selfie. And AB's like, just have my brother take it. So I handed my phone to AB's brother. And AB's brother took the photo.
Hand me that thing.
We're going to sniff it? What's wrong with you?
I don't know. Anyways.
But yeah. I look like such a goofball in this picture.
Well, so does he. You both look like little goofballs.
Yeah.
But
it was such an awkward interaction. I'm alone. I hunted this man down.
Oh, you never explained how you found him.
Oh yeah. So I had a strategy.
Okay.
So 12 Oaks is 3 levels, right?
12 Oaks is 2 levels.
2 levels. So I was on the top. I came in at the top, and I circled it once.
Right.
Circled it twice. Didn't find him. Went down. Circled it once. Didn't find him. Circled it again, and then I was walking. So I was walking this way. I was walking straight, and we're behind the Santa thing because it's just before Christmas. You have the thing where the kids can go and sit on
Santa's lap.
The pedophiles, lap, and so I was going this way, and he was coming at me, and we brushed shoulders, and I was like, that was AB. That was.
You said you saw his eyes first.
I saw his eyes, yeah, and his hair, and I'm like, that's AB, that's freaking AB, and I was like, shit. Now I have to turn around. Now I have to do it. So I 180'd. I went back. Oh, I completely forgot how good this story is.
And he delivered the line.
I delivered the line. If you're not an H3 friend, you're not going to be in on the joke. But I was behind him. I was like a foot behind him. And I was like... 2, 1. I was like, Flocka!
Flocka!
I said, Flocka! And he turns around, looks me in the eye, and just starts laughing. And then, I went all nervous and rosy-cheeked, and I totally, could not hold a proper conversation and just started blurting random things. And I was like, it's so weird that I actually saw you. I didn't think I was actually going to see you. And then I was like, did you recognize my hat when you passed by? He goes, no, I didn't. And he goes, I've never seen that one before. And Lena's like, oh, no, I've seen that one. And then I said, can we get a picture? And then he's like, yeah, have my brother take it. And that's when I handed the phone to his brother, and he took it. And I just said, Merry Christmas, thanks for the photo, bro. And then that was it. And then I tagged them in my story when I posted it, and they both viewed the story. There
Happy
we go.
ending.
There we go. But it was so funny. It was so awkward. I made such an ass of myself.
It's you were explaining this angle, which I never really considered before, because I've never really met.
Oh, the parasocial weird angle.
But the fact that AB is a person that we view on a screen religiously, constantly, all the time. So to see him in real life, what was that like?
It was such a weird phenomenon because it's the same person, but they're real.
You said you could see the pores in his face.
I could see the pores in his skin, and his smell his cologne or whatever he was wearing because it was quite strong.
Right.
I didn't hold him hostage and sniff him. Trust me. But yeah, it was weird to they were a real person. They weren't a thing on a screen. It was. I don't know how to describe it, but if you've ever been in a similar situation, I'm sure you know the same feeling. But it was it's a thing. It's real.
Yeah, I have the closest thing that I could relate is that I met the
Callum met the hacksmith. I wonder if he felt the same way.
Did?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
We've got a picture of little young Callum with the hacksmith.
But the hacksmith, didn't he just quit?
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, he's going on an extended mental health break.
Oh, he is. Okay. Well,
either way, but I met the head of the Metropolitan Transportation Authority in Manhattan, New York, Andy Byford. I wrote him a letter as part of I had to attend for my AP government class. I had to attend a government meeting, and so I wanted to to do something that I actually cared about so I wouldn't be bored. So I wrote to Andy Byford and asked him if I could meet him and attend a New York City transit board meeting. And so
That's sweet.
yeah, and so he responded. And so I flew to New York and I was able to see him. He took me to a press conference. I got to see a press conference, and then he took me into his office and we had a conversation, and then he led me to the meeting, and then it was a whole meeting. And I had seen pictures of him, I've seen articles with him in it, I've seen press releases, but to see him, it was very strange, I would say.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling.
Yeah,
it's like they're a real person. You can hear their voice.
Normally you're just used to listening,
person.
But you're not used to engaging.
And the voice thing too, when you hear someone's voice in person, not over a phone, it's weird.
It's weird.
It's like you've gone from, okay, this is a good way to put it. It's like you've gone from watching something in 180p, and then all of a sudden it's 4K with brilliant audio.
And it's beyond that, because it's life.
It's in person. It's real life. Yeah.
We have to compare it to computer terms because we are chronically online.
Yeah.
Are we finally at the main segment right now?
The film segment?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is all you.
Give me a second.
Okay.
I'll be back.
All right. Okay.
I gotta blow my nose. That's why.
Okay.
Rejected content.
We're back. I forgot to show this during the Andrew Tate segment. I really wanted to show it. I think I briefly showed it, but I don't know where it came from. I don't know if it's real. I don't know who made it. I don't know if this really is Adin Ross, but it's just fantastic.
I don't think that there's any way that
I don't know what this is or how this exists, but isn't it beautiful?
How did you find this?
I don't know. Twitter, random. I don't fucking forgot.
This is the most edited edit ever created. What do you mean?
But
I don't know if it's actually in Ross.
But it's his backdrop.
Of course it's his back. That's the meme.
I don't know, but I love it.
I love it.
Okay.
Main segment.
Here we go.
All right. So as many of you may be aware, we have a plurality of fans. As several of you may be aware, Owen and I like to take pictures. We like to engage in the photographers. But we have been mainly only experienced in DSLR digital photography.
Right.
Or just
iPhones.
iPhones. But really
Yeah.
photography, I mean, we're talking about cameras. So
Yeah.
we both started on Canon EOS Rebel T6Is
That's right.
from Costco.
That's right.
And we then grew from there. Owen has attained his 90D, which is today acting as our second camera, our product camera.
That's right.
I'm speaking out of mic. Hold on. And then I had a Panasonic Lumix G7, which I then sold along with my original T6i in exchange for the Sony A7C that you can see today as
you're viewing us through right now.
Our beautiful main
right
camera.
this second.
One thing that we have never explored, though, was the wide and vast world of film photography.
That's right.
And
I have had a film photography camera, or a film photography camera. It makes me sound like an idiot. I've had a 35mm film camera since I was like 15.
Right. And I have been in possession of this camera. My, you could see right here on my shot. Hold on. This is
You're out of frame.
my.
You gotta go lower.
Yeah.
Forward.
This is my Minolta X700, which is a 35mm camera from the late 80s. I have been in possession of this since 3 years ago. And so today we are going to talk about our latest endeavor, which is into film photography.
That's right.
So give me a second. So I believe it's kind of important to, we'll first talk about the stories. Well, how about we talk about...
Here we go. This is what we'll do. Your Pentax. This is what sparked all this.
Yes. We'll talk about it like that. We'll go through our gear, and we'll talk about the stories that we've had about our gear so far, and the experiences that we've had.
Start with the Pentax.
Okay. So I was recently on a trip to
Boston.
To Boston.
New England, Massachusetts.
Yeah, right. New England, Massachusetts.
Massive two shits.
Boston. Massive two shits. Anyways, to Boston, where my family lives currently. And so my cousin, Izzy, if you're watching. Oh.
Oh.
He decided that he wanted to bring Satara and I, our producer, to an interesting. I don't know how to describe it. It's not.
Just this fun thing to do.
It's not. Well, no. Like the place.
Oh.
It wasn't a flea market. It wasn't a thrift store, but it was a big warehouse with a bunch of vendors who sold things like jewelry,
Yeah.
like old vinyl records that no one would want. It was very interesting.
It's kind of like a flea market.
It's kind of like a flea market, but it's more bougie. Like our flea market is not anything similar to this.
Okay.
It's just, because it's Dixieland.
Yeah.
Whatever. Besides the point. So there was a big shelf full of cameras, old film cameras. There was a bunch of 8mm movie cameras. There was a couple of still photography cameras. I love to explain things.
Yeah, okay. He bought a camera from this place.
I bought a camera from this place after looking at a lot of cameras.
You knew I had my AE1.
Right.
You texted me you got this camera. I was like, "Oh, sick." And then we're like, "Let's go shoot some 35mm film."
Right. And so originally my camera, the Pentax Spotmatic SP500, was equipped with this lens.
The spy cam
The
lens.
spy camera lens, which we joke about.
Give him the focal length.
Which is, I'm about to do it. It is a 80 to 200 f3. Let me get it in focus. Okay. It is an 80 to 200.
Now you're out of focus.
Fuck, I need to move this mic. Give me this.
Here.
I need more mic. Okay, right.
Here, I'll interview you.
Okay. It is an 80mm f3.5 to f22, and it is a M42 screw mount, which is the mount for this Pentax camera. So this is what I had. I actually tried to buy just the body minus this lens because it's all funny, but I couldn't do it. So then we arrive home.
Which would have been a grave mistake.
It would have been a grave mistake to buy it without this lens. And that's foreshadowing into our experience.
Yeah.
So I arrived at home, and we decided that we wanted to embark on this journey that we talked about.
That's right.
So we went to our local camera store, Woodward Camera, on Woodward, in Woodward Land, to buy some film. And we needed a battery for our meter. And, yeah, that's what we needed. So we went there, and I was searching. My goal was to get a normal range lens because if you know anything about photography, that giant unit is not going to be great for all circumstances. So we went there and we met an amazing and helpful man named Ruben. Ruben is our guy.
Our photos wouldn't look like they do if it wasn't for Ruben.
He
put us onto the right film.
He did. He put us onto the right film, which in this case was what?
It was Kodak Ultramax 400.
400, which is the ASA ISO speed of the film.
That's right.
Right. And so then I said, Mr. Ruben, I need a lens for my camera. And he looked at the camera. He's like, he saw me. I was holding it in my hand. And he's like, screw mount, right? I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, normal range too. And I'm like, yeah. So then he
looks in their
because the way it's set up in Woodward Camera is it's a glass counter with like a glass with shelves, and then there's like lenses for different manufacturers inside of it. All right. So then he looks through their Pentax MF section, and there's nothing that will fit my camera. And so I'm being played off like it's like the Oscars. Like I feel like I'm getting played off. I don't like talking. But hold on. Okay. So then whatever. He walks in the back. And as we've learned from our subsequent trip to Woodward Camera, whenever they walk in the back, it's about to be gold.
You're about to get some shit.
Right. So he comes out, and he is holding.
This is the most drawn-out way to tell us.
Hold this. He is holding this beautiful.
Nobody can see it.
Amazing. Excellent. What this is isn't it?
Tell him what it is. Just tell him what it is.
It is a 50mm. f1.4 Super Takamar screw mount lens for Pentax cameras. And for people who are not photographers, rather,
It's gonna give you a
50
similar.
mil is the gold standard.
call
of
it the
lenses.
nifty
It's the
50.
nifty 50. 50 millimeter is an approximate focal length that is similar to the human eye. So it looks very pleasing. And f1.4 is a pretty desirable open shutter, which gives you.
Yeah, it's a fast lens.
It's a fast lens. It gives you a great depth of field. It's the perfect lens for this camera. So Ruben really hooked us up. And then I needed a battery, which he then provided. I will not go into painstaking, extreme, painful detail about that.
About the battery, please.
About the
Please,
battery.
Spare us.
I'm so sorry. It's an air battery. You have to open it. It takes 20 minutes. Sit on the table. Set the
Stop!
timer.
You're doing it. You're doing it.
I know that's a joke. So then, once we got our haul, we trucked it out to Potbellies, which, if you remember from our previous
Wait, do you have the
episode,
clip? Can we watch that?
we can watch that. We can pull that up
Can we
here.
watch
I'll pull it on my phone and then I'll send it to you.
Airdrop it to me right now and we'll watch it.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So we went to Potbellies, and if some of you remember, we talked about how it causes, let's just say, gastrointestinal distress for poor Owen here. But for some reason, he didn't remember that. Like walking in. Like, is there like a weird...
that time it was fine as well. Maybe if you don't think about it, it doesn't happen.
Maybe, but like I feel like
Maybe it's like a mind-muscle connection.
it's weird because like I don't know how you don't remember that it happened to you last time. That's the only thing I was thinking about.
I'd eaten all day. I was so hungry. I don't care. And it was the first place I saw, and I'm like, oh, I know I like that place. Let's just go.
I guess. So we went to the Potbellies, and Owen would not get a sandwich until he loaded his film,
Yeah,
which was not going very well, by the way.
as you will see.
As you will see very shortly.
Because I chose to skip through the video and not listen to the audio.
Oh, yeah, we were watching a tutorial inside the Potbellies because
And
we both know how
I've
to load.
loaded film before.
Right.
I've shot 2 rolls of film on this camera when I first got it.
Right, but there's like, you need a refresher because film is something that can't be exposed to light and you want to be very careful.
Right.
So here is the hijinks.
So what's going on?
Take 2.
So what's going on?
I'm filming my.
Okay,
I'm
this is a
loading
funny
film in
detail.
my camera here.
What is happening with Control Center? Okay, no, this is a funny detail. That corduroy button-up shirt, I wore that specifically for that day because I was like, if we're going film shooting, I'm going to dress like a film photographer.
But then, as he walked into Woodward Camera, he immediately took it out.
We got out of the car. I took it off. I'm like, I can't look like a film photographer and know nothing.
Right.
I'm like, that's just embarrassing.
We're not
Usually
ready.
I don't give a shit what people think, but I'm like, I can't do that.
No, because you care about what these people think.
Right. I want the respect. I want to know the knowledge. I want to learn.
How many cranks?
So see, here's what we missed.
This is what went wrong.
This is what went wrong. So
The
when you load,
feed end-
yes,
Yeah.
when you load the film, you're supposed to crank it just enough to go around the winder on the right side of the camera, and then you close the door and you crank it until the meter on the camera, which tells you how many exposures you have taken, gets to 0 because there's a couple lines before 0. Owen didn't listen to the video where they explained that, so he's just like, how many should I do it? And
Well, also, 'cause you're supposed to get it to wrap around fully, then you shut it, and then you get it to 0.
right,
You get your counter to 0.
right,
The feed end just completely just pops out. I mean, you can see it right there.
right, because
So-
he didn't get located on the peg.
All right, let's watch.
It didn't wrap around.
Can you back it out?
Look at my facial expression.
The whole thing.
No, it didn't.
Will it fuck up the?
No, wait. Yeah. Okay.
Oh
Don't-
God.
Yeah. Okay. You need
Oh.
to unhook it with that. Yeah, that button.
Oh Jesus! Put your finger there.
2 idiots load their film camera.
Yeah.
I can't because the crank.
All right. Attempt number 2.
Actually did a decent job.
Yeah. Look at that random guy in the back of the pot belly.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta stick that shit in there. Gotta line up with that.
Do you need me to hold? Do you want me to crank anything? for you,
Comprehensive
or do
directions
anything
I'm
for you?
getting.
This is almost as bad as that video that I found.
Yeah, the one with the shitty audio.
Thanks, brother.
Okay.
We did it.
Did you do it?
I think we did it.
Or is
Okay,
it
this
exposed?
seems like a spot.
Wait,
Okay.
there's a little chunk left of this video. Look at my face. It's like a chimpanzee like learning. Like, what do you mean?
Do you not have an arrow on yours?
I do.
Oh, okay. Okay, so is it primed and loaded?
Yeah, no, should I do it? Should I do like 3 or 4 for safety or 5 for safety?
See, this is where
Five.
watching the
Well,
video would
but
have come
then
into
you're gonna
play.
be
Yeah.
exposing film.
2, 3, 4.
Currently, he is
To be
burning
safe,
5
5
viable
ex-
pictures.
Exposures, yeah.
But
I know. You're supposed to do that though. You're supposed to do that though.
Clearly
Not that way, bro.
Clearly not. So then, after this, we then ventured down to Detroit, where we
But wait.
shot.
I'm an idiot.
Why?
Because I was nervous about ruining pictures. So what did I do? Ruined 5 pictures.
Right.
And then I took $1 million in the pot belly.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. So he bought 2 rolls. I bought 1.
That's right.
I don't know if that says anything about us. You like I don't know. Maybe you need another roll.
Maybe I'm like more wasteful.
I don't know. but
Reckless.
Either way.
I don't know.
So
that
then-
probably holds true.
So from there, we went down to Detroit. Here you
No,
can
no, no.
see.
You're skipping over a whole part.
What's our whole
You're
part?
skipping over a whole part.
What?
We got the film. We went to Woodward Camera. You got your shit working.
Yeah.
You got your lens.
Yeah.
Then the next day,
No, this
Or-
is no. This
no,
is
no,
the
no.
same day.
later that day, I had to go to my nan and granddad's for them to. I'm gonna be
Well, that
watching.
hasn't happened yet because we haven't gone to Detroit yet.
No. We went to Detroit after I went to my nan
We
and
went
granddad's.
to Detroit straight from Woodward Camera.
Oh, then my nan and granddad's was the night before. Okay, you
Alright.
go to Boston, you get your camera.
Yes.
You text me about it.
Yes.
We're like, let's shoot 35 mil film. I bust out my film camera.
Right.
I get it working again.
Okay.
I mentioned to my father. Now this is where I'll get into more detail. I mentioned to my dad that Corey and I are going to be shooting film, and then he goes, I think granddad, his dad, my grandfather, has all his old film
All
kit.
the same guy, by the way.
His all his old film kit, and he goes, when you go over to Nan and Granddad's for them to give you the rundown on watching the house for a month, you should ask him about the old film stuff.
Right.
So I do, and he gives it most of it to me.
He provides you with this.
So show him the Rico.
amazing- Here's the Rico.
Yeah.
This is a Rico.
Wait.
Hold on.
I
Can you
got-
focus?
I got a camera body. I got a bunch of filters. I got a bunch of like the slide-in filters with the P-ring. I got a bunch of screw-on filters. I got like a bunch of various
filters.
flashes and random things that don't work. And then I got a big telephoto lens, which I think is... What mount is that telephoto lens? It's some weird small mount. I got these
Is it
weird
screw mount or is it
zoom
bayonet?
adapters. Both.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the one that's weirdly both.
Yeah.
And then he gave the coolest thing I got out of all this was this bag, which is my granddad's from the 70s. It's got 70s Formula 1 stickers and racing stickers all over it. And it's got James Hunt right there, which is famous Formula 1 driver, and it says even champions drive a Vauxhall.
Which is not true, by the way.
No, not true at all. A Vauxhall in England is like a Kia here
Probably like a Mitsubishi.
or a Scion.
Yeah.
It's like a Scion here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Kia's pretty accurate.
Kia.
Yeah. Minus the Stinger.
Right, which we love the Stinger.
Or no. Vauxhall makes Stinger type deals. It's like Kia.
It's like Kia.
It's
okay.
like Kia.
All right.
But yeah, I got this sweet bag, and it's like red velvet on the inside.
Which you do have a picture of.
Yeah, I do. We'll get to that.
Okay. So now we're going to Detroit.
Now we're going to Detroit.
We're going to Detroit.
Look it. Here we are.
Here we are. We're suited up.
We're suited up.
We're ready to go.
Ready to go.
And it's time to go. So our location of choice is Joe Louis. Okay, if anyone knows Detroit, it is the former location of Joe Louis Arena. Its parking garage, which is a very strange, brutalist 70s construction. Because it's useful. It still provides parking for Kobo.
Oh.
Well, which is now TCF Center, which then turned into Huntington, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Either way, it's a very useful asset, but it's a very strange, brutalist 70s construction, which has a very interesting tunnel and like missile silo looking thing. It's a crazy building. So we thought that this would be a great place to start. So you can see some behind the scenes photos, which Owen will talk about now.
Here we go. This is just you loading up your camera, getting it ready.
In the tunnel between the parking garage and the missile silo looking place.
Yeah. So there's the tunnel, which we shot some photos in. There's you again. There's the missile silo place.
Look at this place. It's just like a concrete and like corrugated
you've
steel.
You've got those photos of me as well. You should airdrop those.
Well, I mean, you have the idea.
Yeah, we
so,
got the idea. Look at this dude. He's shooting.
Oh, look at me, man.
Shooters in the building with no
If you know
hall
me,
pass.
if you know me, you know I'm a croc guy. I
The steppers.
I go crocs out in any weather, any condition.
Okay, just a note. No socks in these Crocs either.
I thought before you and Satara started berating me about this, I thought that socks and Crocs were a known sacrilegious thing.
No. That's like people do that.
Yeah, but people
That's
get
like
hit-
the way most people wear them.
whatever. Okay, and then so from attached to the bridge that connects the parking garage to the missile silo is a Detroit People Mover station. If you want to know more about the Detroit People Mover, you will have to tune in to my video that will be released at some point.
Oh
in
yeah,
my life.
here's my bag.
This is on the People Mover platform. This is bag. You can see the amazing red velvet. You can see the spot for the camera that he's right there.
Oh, we're gonna have to blur some of this out. Here, I'll cover it with the cursor.
With the cursor. But you can see the amazing and beautiful and everlasting Detroit skyline.
Yeah.
So what else do you got?
Now, wait, did we cover everything?
No, we're still talking about Detroit. We're then going to show the shots
Oh.
after you show all your behind the scenes.
And then we're gonna get to today.
yeah.
We're gonna do it chronologically.
And then we're gonna
okay,
talk about our
makes
gear.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. All right, let's open it up. Your photos.
So then after we went on this outing, we got these photos developed at a place
Well,
locally.
These are just yours.
These are just my photos.
These are just
he
out of
hasn't
your
gotten his
camera.
photos back yet.
I have 2 rolls that I still need to get developed.
Right. So this is just my camera and my film. So I guess we'll talk about each shot. So, well, you opened each. Is that on purpose? You opened every single one in preview, I believe. Oh,
Yeah.
you could just go down.
Yeah, because then I can just do this.
I didn't know that. Wow, learning new
Oh
things.
shoot! None of these are gonna be rotated. It's fine.
Well, you could rotate them right there. Okay,
Yeah.
start with number 1.
Okay, go back to 1.
So this is a shot straight out of the parking garage. You can see the
Yeah,
beautiful.
this is the first thing we did.
And
I'm gonna
look
have
at
I'm
it.
gonna have the exact same shot, by the way.
But look at it. Like this is the first shot that I saw, and it's just got that film look.
Yeah, the guy at the film store said that the Kodak Ultramax is a really grainy film, no matter what ISO you get, and that's like part of the characteristic of it. It has a really cool vintage look.
And was
Which he's
interesting.
right.
I was talking about it with my dad, and when you think about grain in digital photography, it's a nuisance. It's
You
something to
don't
try
want
to
it.
eliminate.
Yeah.
But with film photography, something my dad said, and I never thought about before, is that film photography is chemical based. So the grain is all randomized.
Mm-hmm.
In the digital photography, it's digital based. So it's like it's on the
That's
matrix.
Well, yeah, and that's why it looks
Kind of.
shittier. as
Yeah,
well.
right.
Like
so
this grain, the grain is like pleasing.
it's
It
pleasing to the eye. It
yeah.
adds texture, and so if you see my Instagram post, you will not see the chain link fence in the top right.
Did you
because
crop it?
I brought it into Photoshop and I touched it up
Why?
because
I
I
would
don't like
keep it.
I don't like the chain link fence.
Oh, okay.
But besides that, you see the original here. So the next shot.
Wait, I have to be a photographer asshole for a minute.
Go ahead.
You brought it into Photoshop. You removed the fence
Yes.
blur, but you didn't straighten the horizon.
No, I did not.
What
Be-
the fuck?
Because the horizon is relatively straight, to be honest.
No, it's not.
No, it's the highway that's fucking with you.
No, it's not.
The skyline is relatively straight.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
How?
Here. Let's hear.
You could just use you could draw a box with your cursor.
What do you mean? No. I don't need to draw a box.
What are you trying to do? Just zoom in and you could create a line.
No, I know. Okay, we're.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
I don't know.
Here.
Are you opening this in Photoshop, Lightroom?
This horizon is not straight.
It is roughly straight.
All the photography people are going to be loving this. If any photography people are watching
No one photography is watching this.
The horizon's not straight. This is my biggest pet peeve about like everything, every picture ever.
My pictures?
No.
Okay. Just
Just
pictures?
just idiots in general. Here.
It's a little bit crooked left. Kind of.
This is the new Lightroom. I only use the classic one. Here. Okay, ready?
What?
Now that's a straight horizon.
Okay.
Now the photo's so much better.
It looks roughly the same.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Get back to the goddamn preview window, please. Okay, so then the next shot.
Wait, I gotta get back to the preview window.
Okay, so the next shot. So this is Satara laying in one of the
windowless
windows.
one.
But one of them is windowless. If we go back to the original shot, the first shot, zoom into the fourth one.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
That's the windowless one. See how it's a direct drop to the highway? Now go back. Now go back to this picture. Yep, safe. Okay, next. This shot is a shot idea that we had, and this is executed with my 50mm lens. And I was thinking it's gonna look good on the 50, but it has to be on this one. It has to be on this one because it's gonna compress everything. But we decided that we would do it on the way back. So the next shot, looking up in the missile silo, you could twist this with the thingy. This one is definitely underexposed.
Yeah,
it's underexposed.
Maybe a little bit.
So here's the thing about film cameras that we use. They have something called a light meter, which is a scale with a needle, and your goal is to center it to prove that it's perfectly exposed.
Or some of them have two needles, and you have to get them to cross like this. And one's a circle, one's a line, and they come together and they go. Doo.
Interesting.
The Ricoh has that.
The Ricoh has that.
More
sure. On that later. But and here's the problem. On digital photography, when you change settings like shutter speed, ISO, well, you can't change ISO on film cameras. Shutter speed, aperture.
Shutter speed and aperture. That's all you
Shutter speed and aperture.
Yeah.
You could see that change take effect. You can still see aperture on the film cameras. But when you change shutter speed, you can see that on a digital camera. On these film cameras, since it's basically just a periscope with a mechanism in there, you can't see the change. So unless you are very experienced and you just know, you just have a feel for it, you're gonna have no way of knowing whether the image is gonna be over or underexposed. You have to be able to compensate, and so that's where the light meter comes in. So this is the first time that we've ever shot on film,
right?
And so the light meter is definitely helping us out here, but it's still a learning curve in order to use it. And unfortunately, the 400 speed film is not the best at the darkness, right? You'd want to bump it up.
No, it's like a mid-range. Yeah,
it's a mid-range. So
they're going like an 800 or 1600 for the tunnel we were shooting in.
Right. So like
not the tunnel, like the silo bit.
The silo bit. So this is not the right film. We can't compensate with ISO because ISO is the film.
Yeah.
And so this is the best the light meter could put out. So that's a challenge of working with film. So let's see the next one. This is also in the same spot.
It gave it a cool effect.
It gave it a really cool effect. It gives it like a muted green-gray tone. Yeah. This one's great, except for the fact that you can see Mr. Owen is not focused, which is kind of a difficult thing about shooting with a wide lens.
Also, the focusing system on your Pentax is nowhere near
it's not
easy
as cool
as my Canon or the Minolta.
This camera, you can see, was released in 1964, and so it has something called a pentaprism focus assist system, while these two have a split. I don't know what it's called, but it's a split lens system. That there's a half moon.
It's a half circle.
Right, and when you match them up,
halves, and then they'll come in like this as you slide the focus ring. They'll come in like this. They'll come in like this and just completely meet up, and it's super satisfying.
And
you know when you nailed focus.
That's how you know when you nail focus. So it was kind of tough on my little Pentax nailing the focus, as you can see.
You did a good job
for everyone except for a couple of them.
And this is still a sweet photo.
Yes, it's a sweet photo.
It's nice, straight, and symmetrical.
Yeah,
I really like this light over here.
I love the lighting,
that's just cool.
And I love the fact that in this missile silo, the window around the tunnel is 360.
Yeah,
like they did not need to put the window around the bottom. That's odd.
It's like, why did they design it like this? It's so weird.
It's brutalist. It's amazing. What's the next shot? So you can see.
I love this picture.
This is the bottom of the missile silo shooting up. This was kind of sketch for me because you can see there's a big lighting differential between the skylight and the pure pitch blackness of the ceiling.
Right.
So I shot this in two different ways. This one is kind of a fluke. It's a little blurry because shooting straight up. I moved a little bit. But then the next one, you can see the next shot. Is completely black. I shot this in two different ways, but I honestly like the weird hazy blur of the other one. I think it's like a weird uniquely film effect.
Yeah, the previous one is so sweet.
I love that a lot. I tried to nail the centering. I think I did it better on the second.
No, I think you did it better on the first.
You think so?
Yeah, no, you definitely did better on the first. Look, it moves slightly to the right on the second one.
But they both look so cool.
They do.
Either way,
you could Photoshop the center of this one into that one,
that's true.
and it would look really sweet because then you'll have those lines in the windows sharp.
Right. So then the next shot here is right up the missile silo. And I really love this shot because this is another thing my dad pointed out when he was looking at this. The Tower A sign gives it perspective.
Yeah.
Without that, are you looking horizontally? Are you
Yeah.
looking up? And it
It could be like a roof.
right. Like if it was horizontal, that would be a 6 shot too.
Yeah.
But it really gives it something. And I think the red tones that this 400 film, what is this, Kodachrome?
It's Kodak Ultramax.
Kodak Ultramax. What it pulls out is just unique.
Yeah.
Like it's beautiful. It's great.
Yeah.
So on to the next shot,
The tunnel.
the tunnel.
But
this is something
This
I
is
didn't.
cool because
Yeah.
the iPhone doesn't look anything like this
Right.
at all. But it's the same location.
Looking at this photo more and more every time, I'm loving it. I didn't post this one because I thought it was a little plain, but like it has
It
like
reminds me
a,
of the original Millennial Falcon.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's got those colors.
Millennium
It's
Falcon,
got
sorry.
the tunnels. It's like.
It's like the padding in the interior of the Millennium Falcon.
And something I didn't think about or realize is the fact that the fluorescent lighting above us, is out until like the first third of the way through the photo, which gives it like a
gives it,
really
like a really cool vignette. It matches with the vignette.
and it like and what's so cool is that if it was evenly lit, it would just be like me documenting the tunnel, but this gives it like a whole new
I just had a completely
element.
I had a shot idea staring at this.
Yeah.
You know how we shot the photos of me like just shooting and standing static?
Yeah.
Imagine like on a tripod, shutter wide open, someone running and it's blurred and
It's
they're
a
like running
streak.
on like it's like not even a streak, just they're in one place and their movement is just blurred a little bit.
That's really cool.
And they're in the middle of a stride. Like that would be sick. But
Oh, that's
like
us
with
next.
like like the camera flinging one side and the bag flinging the other side, like me in the same setting.
Oh, so just a little bit of motion blur.
Yeah, and it's just like you're running from something.
I like that.
It could be cool. That could be like that's like a photo that tells a story almost,
I like that a lot.
like a fairy tale story or something.
But
like that.
obviously this is not that, but it's a very beautiful photo nonetheless. This is the killer shot. This is the one that
yeah.
this is the best off the roll.
Here it
Earlier
is.
I foreshadowed by saying I wanted to take the shot with this lens and I was right to do it. So what was really hard about this is that in order to compress the frame, give us a shallow focus plane, but also, like really just pop Owen.
yeah.
I
Look
had
how
to
the
go-
grain
I love
went
it.
with the round. It's so cool.
It's so cool. What I had to do is I had to peg this thing at 200 millimeters.
yeah.
And so focusing was very hard. But once I got the focus, what's really hard is that I'm holding this heavy camera and I have to like every millimeter that I wiggle is like throwing it off of center.
Yeah.
And that's why you can see it's slightly off center.
But it made it cool.
It gave
and
it
that's part of
right.
the thing that's so cool about film is with digital stuff, you can frame it up, you know what you're looking at, you can have your grid on your viewfinder, you can have your grid on your preview, and you can get it in Lightroom, you can straighten it out, you can Photoshop anything
film
out of
photography
it.
or digital photography is like an exercise in perfection.
In perfection, yeah, in symmetry and all this crazy
Right.
stuff. But film is the opposite, and that's
It's
the
like
beauty
dirty.
of film.
It's like raw.
Yeah, it's natural,
I like it.
and it has something to say about society now too. We made this joke earlier.
We live in a society.
We live in a society.
But I just really, you said I don't look this cool in real life, which I disagree with. But it's just
Not today, at least.
not
Look at this
today.
bit.
But like I'm kind of glad you didn't take off the jacket for this shot, because the whole all black look with the
It's
bag
sweet.
and with
And
the camera,
boots. I look like I'm straight out of the 70s.
you look great.
I was like, let me put my shades on in this tunnel. If it didn't have the shades, I don't think it would work as well.
It wouldn't. No.
Because it adds to the whole.
I'm glad
it
you
has
did
the
that.
contrast.
He was like, "Where do I put my feet?" And I'm like, "Stand." I think is that what happened?
No, you told me to.
Oh, did I?
You
Did
told
I
me
say
to
that?
separate them like
I
that.
did. I think that gives it something, because that's not a way you would probably stand normally, but it gives it that. It's a photo look.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I look like badass.
the way the hair moves is
I
like,
know.
it's perfect.
This is such a sweet photo.
It's real good.
You did a good job.
Thank you. So what's okay? This is along the corridor from there to the Detroit People Mover. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just a simple shot. I like the DPM sign. Here's my first shot of a train. I did it poorly. Next, I love this one. I just like the color. I do like.
It is cool. The greens and like the beiges.
It really pulls like a lot out of this urban environment.
Yeah.
I like it. A lot of concrete. It does good with concrete tones, I guess.
Yeah.
Now this is an interesting story. We were at the Renaissance Center Station downtown, and I was trying to shot up perfectly. I was trying to line up, and I did nail it. But I was leaning over the railing, and since there's so few people mover stations, they monitor them always. So a man on the PA, the guy, he was like, lean behind the yellow line. And so, but he's like, I'll tell you when the train is coming. So I had to stand behind, but he
was actually really nice that
he was very nice.
He's gonna tell you when the train was coming. He's like, and he was actually like charismatic about it. He's like, get your shot ready. It's coming.
Now take it. It was really good.
Yeah.
So this is what I wanted. I couldn't decide whether I wanted a really wide shot or a really zoomed in shot. So I picked this wide one, and I waited for the train to be back there. And then the next one, unfortunately, I waited a little too late, as you will see. I waited a little too late.
No, but it made a really cool photo.
It's an interesting photo. It's just not what I was going for. But either way.
I like this picture.
You do?
Yeah. I like this picture.
I mean, I don't hate it. It's just not what I was going for, which is why
cool.
I could only see it as a failure.
The People Mover looks very 70s in its aesthetic on the outside,
well,
minus the modern ad paint.
Yeah,
the advert paint.
Well, it was interesting. Their original livery was like stripy. It was nice until they ran out of money to support it.
Yeah.
So
this is another one of the shot where we have the same exact shot.
Do we have this one? This one is something that I know I
took this
post.
photo, but I can't see it yet, obviously, because
film
I didn't get my
photography.
film developed. Yeah.
I wish we could do film, but digital. No, I don't. I love everything about the process so far.
No, it's cool.
But
the sketchiness, the nervousness, and the uncertainty surrounded by the entire thing.
Yeah.
Like, I sat for 30 minutes trying to figure out that lens, and it ended up just being because I didn't advance the film.
The film, which is quirky about the AA one, but whatever. This shot, I didn't post, but I
like how you got the little like light in it.
Right.
Up here. It's cool.
I was just trying to get like the surrounds. I don't know. It has potential, maybe.
These are JPEGs, but I wonder what they do if you try to like go in Lightroom and bring out the shadows a little bit or something like that.
Experiment. Quick shot on the train. I made sure it was in a tunnel, so it looks like we were
dark and in somewhere cool.
Somewhere cool. I love Detroit, but
No, yeah, this is a sweet shot.
A cool
the
train
bag
system.
And the outfit I chose to wear.
It's sick. Did you actually take that photo? Though, are you taking the photo in this camera?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Okay. I wanted this stairs to platform sign. I tried to do something artistic. Didn't work. Next.
Well, it's just really cool.
Yeah, it's cool. We went to Belle Isle. We took some shots. They're all failures.
You thought you got a squishy goose poo in your crock?
But it was actually a leaf. This skyline shot, bridge shot. Next.
And this is where I said I wonder what the vignette's going to be like all the way in on the on the telephoto.
Crazy zoom. Crazy vignette. But I love it. It's all stylistic.
It's pretty sweet.
Love the boat.
The freighter. Oh, this one you're like, usually there's freighters out here. And you turn, you're like, oh, there's one right there.
Right. Like, how are you going to miss like a mile-long boat? Belle Isle Bridge. Nothing. And then a failure. And then...
This is the funny story after this, though.
So, there's 24 shots on a roll. And I didn't know if I had taken 24 or I had taken 23.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, I swear there's one more photo. And you're like, but I couldn't figure out what to take it out.
I was like, did it feel different when you advanced the film? You're like, yes.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, it's not going to work.
And I'm like...
And I'm not a film expert. This is just what happened to me.
Right.
So I'm like...
So he's just speaking from experience. Like, I guarantee you it's not going to work. So he held up L.
I held up L in the photo.
And I framed it up, and I pressed the button, and it would not take the picture.
It would not take the picture.
Therefore...
I took the dub.
The W. And I took the L, but unfortunately it was not documented.
It would be really funny if we had a photo of me just holding up just L, and I was the loser. That's why I did it.
But yeah, so that was our photographic outing to Detroit. I am incredibly impressed with how it came out for my first roll of film ever.
It came out really sick. Here's another iPhone behind-the-scenes photo.
Oh, yeah. What, you got anything else?
The Crocs.
The Crocs, of course.
And then I took these photos on my phone because I couldn't get the light with mine.
Right.
Oh, okay. We'll get to that.
Okay.
What the frick is that? It's up here. They're up here. Yeah. Here's the behind the scenes of you shooting upwards with the
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the the two shots. There's one's dark, one's light.
yeah.
Anything else? Oh,
Oh,
we never
okay.
talked. Aw.
We will talk. We can talk
We'll
about
talk
it at the end.
Okay. So after that, I got my film developed. I was very happy.
Right.
And now cut to today, which is the next time we are meeting.
That's right.
And Owen earlier in the day.
Well, cause this is what I got. Oh, hey, that's what I got from my grandparents.
Which is a
My dad's
Ricoh
camera
KR30
SP.
SP program. This camera is very interesting, and would you like to explain why it is so exciting?
Well, because the shutter's pretty quick. It does 1/2000. It's got like I don't know if I'm using the correct terminology, but it's got like a grip that goes onto it that allows you to do burst. It has a little motor that advances the film super quickly, and you can take like burst photography, which is sweet. And it's got the exposure compensation. It's got full program, which is pretty much full auto. And then I mean, it's just cool to have a second body that works.
It's a great
And it's
example.
kind of an obscure brand as well.
Ricoh, yeah. It's a great example of the tail end of the non-DSLR camera bodies. It's it has a lot of computerization, but it's still at its core a 35 millimeter camera, just like this, but this is way simpler.
Yeah.
And so
my AE1 is like in the center of that.
right, which we will talk about all of the stories about the gear. So then today, he purchased a Pentax K-mount lens for this body so that he can use it because he didn't actually have any lenses.
And the batteries. I bought the batteries and a lens because I bought the lens because I'm like, the guy's like, there's a 2-week return. I knew Corey and I would be back some point. So I'm like, if it works, I have the lens. If it doesn't, I'll take it back. It's
Right.
no big deal.
So he brought everything over here. We were looking at it, and oddly enough, we noticed the lens that he got was the exact same specification as this.
Minus the macro function.
Minus the macro function, but this is a 35 millimeter to 135 millimeter f3.5 to f4.5 macro type lens. It was the same specifications as that, and we were very excited to use it. So Owen popped the batteries in the camera, but unfortunately he could not wake this camera for the dead.
No.
This
and we even
camera
took
actually has a very special story to it. Would you like to?
What is that?
It's your father's.
Oh yeah, I said it was my dad's from when he was 10 years old.
From when he was 10 years old, right?
Yeah.
So it could not wake. So I brought my Minolta down, my X700.
Oh, and he also, when he got his film developed at this store, like the developer, and they liked one of his photos so much from Disneyland that they said, we'll develop your film for free from now on if you let us print this big and hang it in our store.
Aw.
Yeah, so
That's
he got
so
like free
nice.
film developing.
From Disneyland? Well, not from Disney. The shot was from Disneyland.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah, it's sweet.
I took a picture. They liked my Owen photo, and they printed me a free 5
Oh, yeah.
by 7.
They liked the photo of me, our developer. It's
Yeah.
kind of a similar story. It's funny.
Except they didn't give me free development.
No,
which
they're
I
just
wish.
gonna post it on Instagram so they look cool.
Whatever. But either way, so I grabbed my Minolta.
Oh
he
yeah,
grabbed-
here's the lens I bought.
Oh yeah. There it is. It was a beautiful lens.
It
The
was
SM
such a sweet
It's
lens.
so cool. It's a great.
It was
lens.
a 35 to 135, which is like what I wanted. It's like a really usable
It's the same thing as that.
range of focal length.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really.
I mean, that doesn't have. I wanted the 35 because 35 is like a
no,
really
but I mean, it's
cool
the same as
focal
this
length.
one,
Oh yeah. But now I have a 28 to 90,
which we'll talk about in a minute.
yeah.
So, we brought this back to Woodward Camera, and we brought my Minolta back to Woodward Camera to see if they could fix it because he said, who said?
Jake, our new guy Jake. Because when I first went in there, and he was giving me music recommendations too, he was really cool. Like, really, really sweet. Like, at first I was, like, a little bit awkward because I was thinking really hard, and he caught me off guard. But then we ended up, like, actually having, the guy was, like, ended up becoming cool with us. And so we went there the first time, got the lens, got the battery. Camera didn't work.
Came back here, drove back to Woodward Camera right before they closed.
Went to Woodward before they closed, and then we brought all the cameras and the stuff. And I took him the Ricoh because he told me, or the Ricoh or whatever. He told me, he's like, we can get it working together if you can't get it working. So I brought it in, and he's like, I think this thing's cooked. Like, the electronics in these it's not that reliable. So, I mean, he's
Something
like,
about them
he's like,
is
this thing's
that-
dead. Just
yeah.
use it as a shelf
Ornament.
piece. Yeah.
Yes. Something about it is that it's a very technologically advanced camera, yet it's very temperamental. It's like
Right.
It's like a BMW or a Mercedes Benz,
Or like a Alfa Romeo from the 70s.
in that regard, right?
Yeah.
So, and then he took my Minolta. He took the batteries from Owen's dead Rico,
Yeah.
and he flipped them upside down, which brought the life back
to your
into the Minolta X700. So now I have a working Minolta body with this lens and a 50mm f2 lens,
Yes.
which is not as nice as my super Takumar on my on my Pentax. Right. So,
But that's besides the point.
But then,
And then
Owen
and
wanted
then, so
to-
he's like, I had this lens for the Ricoh.
and
And
you
I'm like,
wanted to
I don't need this
swap.
anymore.
Yeah,
So
you
he's
wanted
like,
to do.
Let's
a trade.
exchange this. And I said, well, do you have any FD mount lenses for my AE1, my camera that works? And he's like, let me see what we got. And as you know, when there's nothing in the main counter and they say, let me go check in the back, you get good stuff. So he goes, let me go check in the back. And I like the way you tell this part. Go ahead and tell it.
He comes out. He looks around. He gives a suspicious look. He clears the premises. And he says, I got these lenses. They were donated yesterday. Okay?
Not like that, but okay, for dramatic effect.
You're going to take them off my hands, okay? And so what Owen was gifted,
He goes, just take them.
just get him out. Okay, so he gave Owen, what is this? This is a Vivitar 90 to 230mm. What is it, a telephoto? There's a telephoto.
It's like a telephoto with a weird macro function. I don't know.
It's a
I'm
very
really
strange and interesting lens.
I'm really intrigued to like learn more about all this stuff and the function of it, because like if you become an expert with the function of this stuff, you're also an expert digitally almost, I feel like.
Right.
And also just cool to know.
Right.
You're like, hey Shoddy, you want to learn about the macro function of my telephoto?
And the answer is
you know what
always
these
no.
curves do on the lens?
The answer is always no.
If it's yes,
You win.
you win.
So either way, and then in addition to that lens, he was also given a Vivitar macro focusing 28 to 90mm f 2.8 to 3.5, which is a lens that will. It's not exactly what he wanted, because he wanted the full range, the 35 to 130.
Also, my 35 to 135 wasn't variable aperture.
Oh, it was fixed.
It was fixed
Very nice.
at 3.5.
which is nice.
Which is nice, but it's not the 2.8. I got the 2.8 on this unit.
You got the 2.8 on this unit.
So I can do a 28 mil 2.8, which is pretty sweet.
which is pretty sick. So he got these two lenses
It
for
won't be as sharp
free.
as a prime, but
Well, it's okay. You got the
for
prime.
free.
His kit lens, by the way, is the same specs as my Super Takumar. It is a 50mm f1.4. Just for all those.
Yeah, that's the kit lens. That's
eager
the lens that came with the
viewers.
camera when it was given to me. All my film equipment I've gotten for free. All I've had to pay for is the film. It's fantastic.
And the battery.
All you had to
From
pay
all the
for-
battery for my camera.
Oh, yeah, I paid for the battery for your camera.
Thanks, Owen.
But all you've bought is a camera and film.
all I've bought is I could
Camera, film, and lens, right?
apparently unbeknownst to me. So interesting. So my X700, which is the first film camera I was ever given, was given to me under the premise that it had a shutter issue, a nebulous shutter issue, and it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So
Just wait till you load film in it, and it's going to screw up.
well,
And then we're going to be pissed off.
I don't want it to do that.
We
Whatever.
go back to our boys at Woodward. I just said Woodward Auto. Woodward Photo.
Woodward
Camera.
photo and
whatever the
camera,
fuck.
whatever it is. So when it fired to life today, that was why it was so exciting, because it was supposed to not work.
Yeah.
And so, and Owen's camera also has a special story to it.
Oh, my AE1?
Your AE1.
Oh, yeah. Our high school had a film photography program, but it got shut down the year I started photography class. And I mean, not to speak for myself, but I knew everything they were teaching already. I knew it all already.
Because Owen had begun, he was very
Into photography. way
and he
before.
learned on his T6i, and he was very
Yeah.
eager.
And the teacher just was like, they had all these old film cameras that were retired and nobody using anymore. They're sitting up on a shelf. And randomly one day she was taking it down and cleaning it and stuff. And we're doing this one project. And oh my God, no, it was the fast shutter project with my crazy fast shutter photos, which I actually still like those photos. I'll put them up on the screen. But she liked them so much. And I remember because we had the fish tank where
Right.
people were doing stuff like that. And then I had already finished mine, and she's like, since you're done, you don't just play with this, and you can have it. Just have it. And she just gave it to me. Teacher just gave it to me.
And for those who are not in the know, the Canon AE-1 is a very historically significant camera. It is the first SLR camera with a microprocessor in it, a computer. So this is the first computer-controlled camera. And that is why Owen earlier alluded to the fact that the Minolta, or what were you saying? You were saying that the Canon is a great in-between between my Pentax.
The amount of technology in the point of time where they started to get cheaper and the reliability fell off. It's like the perfect mix.
It's the perfect mix.
Technologically advanced to the point where you have everything you need and want to use.
And old school cool.
And old school cool, yeah.
Right.
Like the solid build of it and like the silver and black. It's classic. It's awesome.
Classic because you could see the SP500, which is produced probably 10 to 15 years earlier, is a very similar design to it, but this has much more functionality. It has auto modes. Right. Does it have this program or does it has?
Which one? The Ricoh?
No, the AE-1.
AE-1. It's got the self timer, which I think a lot of them have.
Yeah.
It was just the first chip camera, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it was. And it has an electronic shutter.
But it's quirky because you have to advance the shutter to be able to do anything.
Right.
Like I thought my lenses I got for free were broken for like 30 minutes since I figured out you just have to advance the shutter and then
it will allow you to control the computer stuff.
Yeah.
What's weird is that you could listen. Here, I'll bring these closer so you could hear it. No, I can't do it on the Canon. Well, I'll do it on my Minolta. You could hear when I take
Canon,
this. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. That is a mechanical shutter. But then if I bring in the Minolta over here,
but mine sounds weirdly mechanical in the Canon.
It's the first electronic shutter. So here, if I put,
but it's it sounds like a mechanical release. It's weird.
It's weird, but you can see if I demonstrate with this.
If the Ricoh worked, it would make such a cool noise like this one.
I know, and this is what it sounds like, which is a electronic curtain shutter. You could hear, I think curtain might. It's an electronic shutter of some kind. I don't want to be specific about that because I could be wrong, but it's just it's an evolution essentially. We have 3 cameras that are evolutions of each other. We would have 4, but it's knackered. And just for funsies, I threw in our other film cameras.
Oh yeah, your one. Yeah.
This is an Argus 75. Which is what is this called? It is a
box camera.
But it's a box camera. It's a pseudo. Okay, so an SLR is a single lens reflex. It's a pseudo double lens reflex
with like a parallax viewfinder. The way that it's which means the viewfinder is a separate lens from the actual.
Right, as you can see from the 2 lenses on the front of the camera. And when they meant pseudo, if you look in here, this is the viewfinder, which means that it's not actually using this. It's very strange. It's a very strange concept. And it is a box camera, meaning that it shoots on an interesting type of film, 620 film, which is very wide and it's a square ratio.
Yeah, which you have photos from that camera.
I do, and they're actually right over there. Go grab them.
Here, I'll grab them.
I will wait for you to cross in front of it. Okay. It's a very interesting camera because if you remember we were talking about shutter speed on our SLRs. And those have variable shutter speeds from 3 multiple seconds all the way up to, like 2,000th of a second, which is very quick. But this Argus right here only has, once you're done, I will demonstrate. It only has 2 shutter speeds, which are labeled on the camera as instant and time. We could not actually figure this out because we're thinking about this from a very complicated standpoint, but this is actually very simple. The instant shutter speed, which I will demonstrate now by winding the camera forward.
Is a fraction of a second.
You have to wait you gotta wait till you get back to your microphone.
Okay, so the shutter is a fraction of a second.
Yes, it's 45.
Yeah, on any camera, and that's when it's exposing the light to the sensor or the film or whatever.
And that's why it's variable, because it changes the brightness of the photo.
Yeah.
So if I bring this down here and I shoot it to instant, you can see there's a red marker in the bottom lens. If I take the picture, here's what it sounds like. That is the only shutter speed that you get, except for time. So if I shove this down to time and I wind up the camera, it's a very interesting mechanism. Sorry, you're probably going to hear it in the microphone. And I take the photo. It is more like the bulb setting on this cameras, which is when it
No,
just
it's exactly.
keeps
It's bulb.
It's bulb. So it keeps it open until you let go. So that sounds like this. And so that's strange to us that it would only have one shutter
Flip it
speed.
backwards to the close-up cam and show it opening and closing in there.
Oh, right. So let's see if I could do this. You're going to have to interview me.
I'll interview you. I'm double miking it.
We should have been doing this the whole time, but that's okay. Also, one interesting detail is the red dot, or the dot inside of this camera, you can't really see. This window is actually tinted red so that you can see the film inside. There you go, you can see it. You can see the film inside without damaging it, because that's what a darkroom is. So if you can see, let me set this to time again, and I'm going to wind it. You can see the shutter. Let's see if you can see it. Let me get it right lined up. Now, you definitely couldn't see that, but...
well, maybe they could.
Maybe they could, but that's the concept. And so we think that it would be fun to at least one time shoot a roll of 620 film, because it's, you know, like...
It does look cool, the little square format. What just happened?
What is it?
We just went dark.
I think it said battery exhausted.
Let's see, hang on.
All right. We're back after a short technical difficulty, but we...
Sync it up again.
Oh, okay, give us a clap.
Okay, ready? In the knees.
All right, we're back after a short technical difficulty. We were just saying that it would be really interesting and fun to shoot on this camera, because, like, this is something different. Like, this is something antiquated.
Yeah.
No one shoots on these anymore, I don't believe.
No.
So, like...
Did you talk about the flash battery?
No.
It's there on the table.
You talk about it. I will show them. You speak
Okay,
about
yeah.
them.
So, it's getting late. That's why I'm gone quiet. It's so tired. I'm so tired. But no, that's a battery from the 60s for the flash.
A C battery, that
and
is.
I find that it's really cool that they're like, it says flashlight. And it says flashlight all over that thing, and then they call the flash a flashlight.
Right.
Like, it's weird. It's just cool.
It's just a cool
thing. It's cool that we have a battery from the 60s in mint condition.
Yeah, apparently they go for $9 on eBay, as we found. Not rechargeable. Were batteries ever rechargeable in the 60s? No.
I have no idea.
No.
But it's got the funky old like lettering and Rayovac logo. Show them.
It's very...
Do the behind the hand thing, like the makeup influencers.
Well, it's focused.
Here.
Okay, thank you.
Just do it for shits.
It's... Okay.
I just wanted to have
the 90D looks great, to be honest.
Up close.
Oh!
What the fuck?
What did it say?
You know what we need to do? Hang on. Hold this.
I'm holding his mic currently. What a strange... What is going on? The A7 has never let us down.
Well, it is today.
What did it say?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
Is it plugged? Maybe the charger's not working.
Okay.
Okay, I guess this is our lead out.
That's it. We're having technical difficulties. We pretty much talked about all the film stuff.
Except we didn't talk about our most recent thing on Protected Content.
Carter.
Just
go watch it. Go watch Carter's funeral.
And we'll share the behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes coming soon.
Next.
Yeah. Alrighty, sweet.
What a strange ending.
Strange ending. It was a forced ending.
But
we had to do it.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone. See ya. That's it. We did it. It's fine. It just is like it's just bam, done.